Shakespeare's 154 Sonnets. Brought to you by the Royal Frippers and Company. 2022, all rights reserved.
Sonnet 97. How like a winter of my absence been from thee, the pleasure of the fleeting year. What freezings have I felt, what dark days seen, what old December's bareness everywhere. And yet this time removed was summer's time, the teeming autumn, big with rich increase, bearing the wanton burden of the prime. Like widowed wombs after their lord's decease. Yet this abundant issue seemed to me but hope of orphans and unfathered fruit. For summer and his pleasures wait on thee, and, thou away, the very birds are mute. Or, if they sing, 'tis with so dull a cheer, that leaves look pale, dreading the winter's near.
Sonnet 98. From you have I been absent in the spring, when proud-pied April dressed in all his trim, but put a spirit of youth in everything. That heavy satin laughed and leaped with him, yet nor the lays of birds nor the sweet smell of different flowers in odor and in hue could make me any summer's story tell, or from their proud lap pluck them where they grew. Nor did I wonder at the lilies white, nor praise the deep vermilion in the rose. They were but sweet, but figures of delight, drawn after you, you pattern of all those. Yet seemed it winter still, and you away, as with your shadow I with these did play.
Sonnet 99. The forward violet thus did I chide. Sweet thief, whence didst thou steal thy sweet that smells, if not from my love's breath? The purple pride, which on thy soft cheek for complexion dwells, in my love's veins thou hast too grossly dyed. The lily I condemned for thy hand, and buds of marjoram had stolen thy hair. The roses fearfully on thorns did stand, one blushing shame, another white despair. A third, nor red nor white, had stolen of both, and to his robbery had annexed thy breath. But, for his theft, in pride of all his growth, a vengeful canker eat him up to death. More flowers I noted, yet I none could see, but sweet or colour it had stolen from thee.
Sonnet 100. Where art thou, Muse, that thou forget'st so long to speak of that which gives thee all thy might? Spend'st thou thy fury on some worthless song, darkening thy power to lend base subjects light? Return, forgetful Muse, and straight redeem, in gentle numbers time so idly spent. Sing to the ear that doth thy lays esteem, and gives thy pen both skill and argument. Rise, resty Muse, my love's sweet face survey, if time have any wrinkle graven there, if any, be a satire to decay, and make time spoils despised everywhere. Give my love fame faster than time wastes life. So thou prevent'st his scythe and crooked knife.
Sonnet 101. O truant muse, what shall be thy amends? For thy neglect of truth in beauty died. Both truth and beauty on my love depends. So dost thou too, and therein dignified. Make answer, muse, wilt thou not haply say? Truth needs no colour, with his colour fixed. Beauty no pencil, beauty's truth to lay. But best is best, if never intermixed. Because he needs no praise, wilt thou be dumb? Excuse not silence so, for it lies in thee. To make him much outlive a gilded tomb, and to be praised of ages yet to be. Then do thy office, muse, I teach thee how, to make him seem long hence, as he shows now.
Sonnet 102. My love is strengthened, though more weak in seeming. I love not less, though less the show appear. That love is merchandised whose rich esteeming the owner's tongue doth publish everywhere. Our love was new, and then but in the spring, when I was wont to greet it with my lays, as Philomel in summer's front doth sing, and stops her pipe in growth of riper days. Not that the summer is less pleasant now than when her mournful hymns did hush the night, but that wild music burthens every bough, and sweets grown common lose their dear delight. Therefore like her I sometime hold my tongue, because I would not dull you with my song.
Sonnet 103. Alack, what poverty my muse brings forth, that having such a scope to show her pride, the argument all bare is of more worth than when it hath my added praise beside. Oh, blame me not, if I no more can write. Look in your glass, and there appears a face that overgoes my blunt invention quite, dulling my lines and doing me disgrace. Were it not sinful then, striving to mend, to mar the subject that before was well? For to no other pass my verses tend, than of your graces and your gifts to tell, and more, much more, than in my verse can sit. Your own glass shows you when you look in it.
Sonnet 104. To me, fair friend, you never can be old, for as you were when first your eye I eyed, such seems your beauty still. 3 winters cold have from the forests shook 3 summers' pride. 3 beauteous springs to yellow autumn turned. In process of the seasons have I seen 3 April perfumes in 3 hot Junes burned. Since first I saw you fresh, which yet are green. Ah, yet doth beauty, like a dial hand, steal from his figure and no pace perceived. So your sweet hue, which methinks still doth stand, of motion and mine I may be deceived. For fear of which, hear this, thou age unbred, ere you were born was beauty's summer dead.
Sonnet 105. Let not my love be called idolatry, nor my beloved as an idol show, since all alike my songs and praises be, to one, of one, still such, and ever so. Kind is my love today, tomorrow kind, still constant in a wondrous excellence. Therefore my verse to constancy confined, one thing expressing, leaves out difference. Fair, kind and true is all my argument. Fair, kind, and true are varying to other words. And in this change is my invention spent. Three themes in one, which wondrous scope affords. Fair, kind, and true, have often lived alone, which three till now never kept seat in one.
Sonnet 106. When in the chronicle of wasted time, I see descriptions of the fairest wights, and beauty making beautiful old rhyme, in praise of ladies dead and lovely knights. Then, in the blazon of sweet beauty's best, of hand, of foot, of lip, of eye, of brow, I see their antique pen would have expressed even such a beauty as you master now. So all their praises are but prophesies of this our time, all you prefiguring. And, for they looked but with divining eyes, they had not skill enough your worth to sing. For we, which now behold these present days, had eyes to wonder, but lacked tongues to praise.
Sonnet 107. Not mine own fears, nor the prophetic soul of the wide world dreaming on things to come, can yet the lease of my true love control, supposed as forfeit to a confined doom. The mortal mooneth her eclipse endured, and the sad augurs mock their own presage. Incertainties now crown themselves assured, and peace proclaims olives of endless age. Now with the drops of this most balmy time, my love looks fresh, and death to me subscribes. Since, spite of him, I'll live in this poor rhyme, while he insults our dull and speechless tribes. And thou in this shalt find thy monument, when tyrants' crests and tombs of brass are spent.